Hello and welcome to the Nexus. Today we're doing issue 47 of our Dalek build. I wonder what it is. Exterminate. Okay, so as normal, I'm gonna rip into this like Tiny Tim in a Christmas ham. Right. Okay. So you're probably wondering what happened to issue 46. Well, so am I really. It didn't turn up. It is on back order. I will get it, just like I've done previously. I have ordered it from Hachette. My news agents have got it on back order. Whatever turns up first, I will get it. It should be here before Christmas anyway. So anyway, we're doing issue 47. I will do issue 46 when I get it. We can still actually continue on with our build. We're going to need the base section or the surround bit. Because I can still add to this even without issue 46. So yeah, it's not a lot to do, but I will need this part. Now obviously if you're doing issue 46, I believe it's a lot bigger than this, but issue 47 completes this section. So without further ado, let's stop me rabbiting and start going and building. Okay, so as usual, I'm just gonna go through the magazine. I'm doing it upside down this week. I just haven't moved the camera over, so I apologise for that. Army of Ghosts. This was a really good story. If anyone saw it, it was obviously a Daleks versus the Cybermen. It was the first time I think also we came. Well, there was another inkling. In a before episode where they discussed Torchwood, but this was the main one that discussed Torchwood. This is also where we saw the first time we saw the cult of Skaro. So that's those three there. They appear in the Manhattan one as well, and a few other ones as well. And it says building the Daleks 2. So this is how they built the Daleks. Looks like the Russell T Davies stuff for 2005, which are Daleks basically based on. And then as you can see here, we will complete it, but actually I don't actually need the other part. So yep, so what I'm going to do is just screw this up and we'll go from there. Okay, so this is going to be a little bit different than what it says in the book because I'm missing a section, but I can still add all this onto it, which is brilliant. There we go, there's the parts there. And like I said, I can still continue on with it. So it's almost like Christmas, isn't it? I'm having to unwrap all this. So okay, so we get two pieces like we did in the previous other issues. These will be the brackets and HP screws, or the screws that we're using. So we have E. I will have to save some of these screws and brackets because I won't be able to fit them all on. So we've got E and we've got F. So we're gonna do it this way. This one's gonna go on there, and this one just double check in. Take yeah, effectively. So these just go over like that. And like that. I know they're numbered, but actually it doesn't need to be. It doesn't need to be numbered or lettered, I should say. So we've got F, F and E this side. We're just going to screw them down. Just like that. Just like that. This one as well. Now, obviously, we have the other side, but I don't have that. So I believe This part is going to go on here. Hang on, I'll just do the... Like I said, I'm going to have to sort of wing it a bit, I think. So that's the front section. So, can I attach this yet? Hang on a second. E, C, yes, E. So I've got E here. So that is going to go on like that. That is, what connector is that actually? C. So obviously that's going to go on to C. Goes on to, if I can, hang on a sec. I think that goes over there. That's it. It sort of overlaps. Hey, there we go. Right, I need 2 of these. So 1, 2. Like so. And then this one is going to go on here, like so. And take that screw. Obviously I would have attached this section onto the bit I'm missing, so just like that. Now I have got the extra screws in there, so I'm going to put that aside, and that's sort of how it's looking. So as you can see the 2 bits that are missing here, one here and here. So I'm missing I've got A, so I'm missing B and D, which are these 2 bits just here. So I have A, C, E and F, but that's how it sort of goes down. So that is the sort of the base of it. That is the top side that attaches to the frame. So all done, and there we go. So yeah, you can sort of see where the pins are missing, but it means I can still carry on. And because this part is now, well, just imagine in your head, just imagine that bit's there. Okay, so I'm imagining it. That bit is there. We need to put this away because we completely move away from this. This doesn't actually get on fitted to the frame for some time. Well, effectively in the next 10 issues we don't attach this. So for the next 10 weeks we're not attaching this. It just needs to be stored away. So that's exactly what I'm going to do with that. Just store it away. Like I said, I will do issue 46 as soon as I get it, so I can see the completed thing. But I do apologise I didn't get it. Just wasn't at the news agents that, like I said, they have put it back. They've done a back order. It does always come in, so I'm not too fussed about it turning up. So yeah, anyway, we'll move on. Well, we're going to do some shout outs because I always do shout outs. So Chatty DJ, looking great, Kev. It's going to be a great day once we assemble all the different sections together. It's going to be great. I don't know if they come together like we're going to stack it. I would imagine so, but I would imagine that will be very, very far towards the end. We've got a long way to go yet. There's a lot to do on this base section. Thank you for your comment, David. This is cracking build, Kev. Waiting on mine to catch up again, but very well done, mate, and very informative. Thank you, Kev. Yeah, thank you so much, Dave, for your comment. You are a channel member, so thank you for supporting the channel as well, and obviously always commenting. It's always great to hear from you. Yeah, so in the last sort of issue that I did, issue 45, I weren't too sure how many issues there were off the top of my head, but obviously Kevin B897 has put 140 issues. So yeah, I've looked at this now, 140 issues. So it will be around, I think it's around June, July time in 2027. So we've got a long way to go. We haven't even finished this year yet. And we've got next year to go and the year after. So there's a lot to do. There's a long build to go. There is much to do. So there's no point in worrying about speed or accuracy or all that sort of stuff at the minute. Just because that is so far ahead now, the time on this. But it will come around quicker than you expect. But I'm expecting by this time next year, the majority of the base will be done. That's the hope anyway. Let's cross our fingers on that one. Alfred, in the Doctor Who episode, is there a special metal that the Daleks are made out of? I think there is, but I can't remember off the top. Once again, I can't remember off the top of my head. There is a special metal that the Daleks use. But I think they're shielded. I think that's what causes most of the issues, especially when they're shooting, especially in that episode, actually, Army of Ghosts. When they're shooting, obviously the shield's up and it sort of vaporizes the bullets. It also does it in the first day, the Dalek episode, actually, the 2005 Dalek episode. And they have to concentrate their fire on a single point. But I do believe it is a special metal that they're made from. Jimmy, we're still not attaching this bit in issue 56. Yeah. So like I said, next 10 issues, we still haven't attached this. We are working mainly on that base unit, but we'll come on to that anyway. But yeah, we're a long way ahead. Spencer. Hi, Kev. Hachette don't have issue 45 or 46 on their website. Just wanted to know if there's any other sites that I can get issue 42 to 46. Now, this sometimes occurs with Hachette, so sometimes they just forget to update their website. If that ever happens, you can still order the issues. All you got to do is ring them up. So it's also worth ringing them up as well. Even when there's an issue out that says out of stock on the website, sometimes it's not, and a little ring up, and you find it. And obviously they will find it. But there's been a few instances like this with other builds, and this is something that's gone on for a while, where they've forgotten to update the website, but the issues are available to buy, and you just ring them up and you can buy it over the phone. And also where on the website it says it's out of stock, but when you ring up, they can actually order you the issue. So my first point of call would always be, give them a ring. Even if you can't find the issue online or it's out of stock, give them a ring. It's more likely it's in stock, or they just haven't updated their website, which does occur. Ashley, he's put the 10th of July 2027 is the end day. There you go. So the last issue will be on the 10th of July 2027. So yeah, a year and a bit still, and that's in the look. I don't want to waste it away. I know all of us want this built as quick as possible, but yeah, we just have to be a little bit more patient on that. And that's it from me at the Nexus. But hang on, no, it's not. No, it's not. Come on, got to show you what's got to come in issue 48. Okay, so issue 48, it says we collect the roller parts to the next issue, and there we go. So we're going to start the wheel. Some people have asked how these wheels are going to be, so we will know more next time. I don't know if this section is going to be rubber or plastic. I would expect it to be rubber. So like I've said before, this thing is going to, it has 4 wheels. That's all it's got. And they work very much like tank. This is how it's going to work. Very much like a tank. In that you'll when you want to push it forward, it will go forward. So all 4 wheels will drive forward, and obviously reverse, all wheels will drive back. And in order for it to do left and right, one set of wheels will move forward, the others set back, if you know what I mean. So basically it will work exactly like a tank does. In terms of when you're in a tank, you've got the 2 levers, forward and then backwards, and then if you want to go right, I do believe you you pull the right one towards you and the left one forward. This obviously pivots the tank and moves one wheels backwards and forwards, which turns it. And that is exactly how we move our Dalek. So it will have 4 wheels on it. I'm also understanding all 4 wheels will be powered as well. So I did think at the time that the wheels will have just one power that runs them all, but that isn't the case. So it's going to have 4 motors, 1 on each wheel, and like I said, they will move exactly like a tank wheel. So obviously, like I said, they'll move forward together, back together to go forward and backwards, and then independently to move left and right, exactly like a tank works. I don't know if that was the best option that they had, because there's no ball. These are not like ball joints or ball movements as well, so it's not going to sort of glide around like this. It's going to turn much like a tank, like I said. But we'll know more once we get more of these wheels. But anyway, look, join me in the next issue. So make sure you click like, subscribe, and comment. Leave a comment on this video. I'll shout out the next one, just like always. And yeah, these will. By the way, even over Christmas, I still pick these magazines up over Christmas. So in the newsagents, there's not, unless I've had it like issue 46 and it doesn't turn up for some reason, they will continue over the Christmas period still. And that includes the only time it would ever muck up is if the Wednesday fell on Christmas Day. So these will still, if the Wednesday, which I do believe this year is Christmas Eve, I will still collect it on Christmas Eve, though I tend to find that it turns up in the newsagents early. Now, obviously, I did pick this up on its normal release day, Wednesday, but I was told by the newsagents that this turned up on Saturday. So he's had hold of it since then. And obviously, I haven't been down to pick it up or anything, so I would have had it on sooner, but it is what it is. Like I said, thanks for watching. Make sure to click like, subscribe, and comment, and we'll see you at the next one. See you later, guys.
Tune into the channel, Nexus is the name. All the hottest content, you'll never be the same. Laughs and thrills, excitement.